Welcome back to the SSL Family Dad channel. Today we're gonna make some family chores a little easier, have a little fun. I hate taking the trash to the road. I hate taking the carts back up to the house because this is a pretty good size hill. This is only 3/4 of the driveway, the rest goes up behind me. And that's where the trash cans need to go. We have 3 of them. They're down there right now, they're actually full of trash. And every week I have to drag them up this hill, sometimes make several trips because we have 3 of 2 trash and 1 recycling. And it's annoying. So what if I could get my kids to do this chore? Now sometimes the trash cans are too heavy and they can't really get them down the hill. My wife included, sometimes they're heavy. And you try to walk them down the hill, they'll push you down the hill, or it gets dangerous. And pulling them up isn't easy either. So how can I make this easy for all of us? Well, we have this little golf cart, the old Yamaha 1990s. It's been a good golf cart. It's a gas golf cart, and this gets up and down the hill just great. I need to make some kind of a rack that can put on the back here that these trash cans can hang on, where I can pull up 2 or maybe even 3 of them all at once. We'll start with 2. And if I have to make 2 trips in the golf cart, that's fine, right? We've got some steel here we've been working on, and we have a brand new toy. This is the coolest thing that I have had in a long time. Yes Welder. This is one of their nicer 4-in-1 welders. This thing does everything. So we're gonna use our new Yes Welder today to make a very quick and easy, hopefully, do a little cutting, do a little welding. We'll make a little metal rack on the back of this golf cart that fits right on there. I can take off and put on and use to pull the trash cans up. Oh, that thing is so cool. Having a plasma cutter changes everything. I can just cut through everything like butter now. I can cut through thick steel, thin steel. This thing is pretty sweet. And I'm running this all off 110 volts. You don't need gas or anything. It just has an air hose hookup. So I have my compressor hooked up at about 60 PSI. It has a little water condenser there to remove any water. You hook it up, pull the trigger. It's got it comes with a few different tips and things with it, replacement tips. And this thing it cuts way quicker than I thought. It just burns right through this stuff. I did turn the settings on the welder down to 25 amps. It goes up to like 50, I think. Obviously on 110, these are only 20 amp circuits. So I push it to 25 and it seems to cut through that stuff just fine. So I had a bunch of scrap metal. I had this old rack that I'm cutting apart, and I've had some other square stock and stuff like that laying around. I've cut some pieces apart. If you watched a previous video, I used this cart to move my splitter around, and I hacked up a little hitch mount for this little receiver that's bolted on the back of the golf cart, so I can put I can move little trailers around, or my wood splitter, which works great. So I thought, why not use that same mount that I built, and we'll just put this T on there. This is just a piece of metal I had laying around. We'll put this on top, maybe like so, get us a little more range on that. And then we'll straighten these out. We'll clean up our cuts a little bit with the grinder, and we'll weld these on there, maybe something like that. So we'll put one down here, one here, and one here, one here, and that should fit right in here. So we can tip these carts right down on that, and then they should pull right behind it real nicely. So we have to switch our welder over from the plasma cutter to the MIG gun. I'm using flux core wire, and this is what I've always used. It'll work just fine for these kind of projects. And all you have to do is just switch the ground from this positive to the negative. It just switches real easy. You just take it out and put it in. Actually, I think that's the positive, but so that's all you got to do to switch from plasma cutting. And then once I fire the generator back up, there's just a menu in here. You hit home, you select your flux core MIG welder setting on there, hit OK, and it's got a couple presets in there, and you're ready to go. Well, there it is. Threw some barbecue paint on there. I had some laying around. Well, I sure didn't drill that hole straight, did I? The bolt didn't really accomplish what I had initially hoped. I was hoping it would keep it tight on here, but there's too much play on that square stock anyway, so it's fine. Just gotta pull the trash cans up. I gotta say, I love this thing. This welder will actually do plasma cutting, flux core MIG welding, regular MIG welding, stick welding, and TIG welding. So it has all the stuff that you need to do that. What a great and super easy to use for an amateur. Well, we've got to put together. All that's left is to test it. So let's go down and get some trash cans. I'll get you guys. Well, I think it works a lot better than I actually thought it was going to work. I went up and down the hill. Well, those were actually full trash cans because the trash company hasn't come. It's 4th of July weekend. I was able to very easily pull 2 full trash cans up to the top, and then I came kind of roaring down the hill over a bunch of bumps and everything. So that means the angle is just perfect, so they won't slide off of it, even coming down the hill with the weight pushing this way. And they're real easy to get on and off, so it works perfectly. And I'll probably use this the most, this attachment, so I'll just leave it on there, and I can take the bolt on and off if I want to put the hitch on there, and I still should be able to hook up my regular trailer to this with that still attached. So, yes, welder's even going to make it on my French cleat wall. They got a spot right here. Well, it certainly is nice to have a new way to haul trash cans around here on the homestead. The woodland homestead has a lot of hills. There's not a bit of flat ground here, and that has some challenges, but things like this can make life easier. Now I just need to convince my wife and my daughters to get on this thing and take care of the trash. Although now it's a lot more fun to take the trash out, so I might just keep doing it myself. And of course, this little project was made possible by our Yes welder, plasma cutter plus MIG welder, TIG welder, stick welder, all that stuff, all built into one machine. It's perfect for the homestead. I don't want to have 50 different welders, and 50 different machines and equipment. If I can just have one thing, I don't use it often enough to justify all that other welding gear. So this is really perfect for us here. So check them out. I will put a link in the description to Yes Welder and all of the things that I used here on today's video. Let me know what you guys think by hitting thumbs up if you enjoyed, had a little fun, learned something new, or maybe got an idea of how to make your kids get out there and take the trash out. If this is your first time to the SSL Family Dad channel, we'd love to have you subscribe and tag along. It's free, it doesn't cost anything. It just lets you get notified when we post new content. So hit that subscribe button and hit the bell next to it to get notifications on new content. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.